Au ya you. You will lay a desire. Then I'd wear that power. Via Yatija, this again. I say, oh, Yamurai, and by doing you, I'm a part of my trade there, well, on it goes away. Alas, I will that Giano, and we say you. Papa Mora, get me up when anywhere, Momba Sivole. L'arrangeur parmi national, très trop fort. Puis à quoi ben moi c'est so when you oh yeah. I want say bobo. Dia bio. Do a play you ba como nyao. Baba nye guitar, petit blazo fait sonner. Kaidaka. Bena paya posa gogo mambo panjagu. Apo blo akafoi. Apo zanyo kafoi. Be afonte mo gbandi yo pa kleju kiyen. Nyanjo si won. Posto kaka tuyo pe atinyo de won. E mo o. Nesse to kan. Questi is a poco che wede yebe. Ko woria na kan na salute. Posto jata triyo pe atinyo de won. E mo o. Nesse to kan. Na questi is a poco che wede yebe. Ko woria kan ke. Na kon kete nyan be wewe. Na nyon sa o feble ane. E ya jo. Wale ya jo. Let's do what ya. Yes, we have to work on. Say your book on ya. Are you now? Say bobo that ya no anda we say you over. I want to you come on need the boy anwe. Anje. Yes, I'm going to buy them when mwege. Hey, imo. Oya. Ema gay, wono, wala yes me am yon and the boy. Oh, ow. Say, Bobo, that you know, and I will say you. So, like it, I'm going to never boy. Netoni and Rayo. Hey, are you? Papa, quick, just say, oh, yeah, I'm a walking ever. Kaidaka, when it was to work, I go to let you know your way. I just know. This is what I say. Say bobo yeah. Ow. You like do I get more by? Why name on tele ye by botamu kanywada. Say bobo. Planning kwapa. Bini gesia. Baka on lage. Debu esibo. Debu esibi. De tonya si do yo ke no kwanya. Dem se bo kwese twetwesi yo. Mango. Bali bobo de kia no ana we say you ba. Awide. Saibo. Igba tu ablaja bla edu eso sei. Aje kwena le ya gba tu ana agronyo si yi oke. Wejo, ibo. Saibo boba. Inje ide ke po panglo ku ejo bi panglo. Oni kriyan nya gbo like e gba de noa. Jozo wa se. When you're not really thankful, the soule. Say, Bobo, that you know, and I will say you over. I'm done it. Say, you? So, I'm away. I know Russell, gave a gospel. South Africa, under your fault, your way. Thank you for your work, and my one. I'm the Pope, and you're don't feel it, I say, oh, Clavodio. Say, back in where we are coming. Say Bobo that you know, and I will say you over. Aba people swelu ni nde swelu. Kwa muzo duma get dota siko bala. Kabo jo ase. People swelu muzo luke. Say ya re ase, ba ye no. Ken one day ye. Your papa yo say mo le ya now. Ariwo ase o ba ye. Amo amora dao. Saibo de kia no ana we say you. I wish a rulo dio, baye. So penu we. Saibo, that young man that will take you today. Mon madame le maire, lui, dans le moins de ce loup. When you know I say, it's a mayo. That was why you so mobile. When you Amora Ginola,
Oui, il a fait une chanson à Mobile Production, voilà. Et Mobile Production, c'est une structure qui est créée pour les jeunes qui sont dans le guémon, pour les jeunes de l'US tout. Mobile Production est là pour produire les jeunes talentueux, cachés, que les gens ignorent. Donc notre devoir, c'est de produire des talents cachés. Alors, il a fait un son pour Mobile Production.
Arrangé Eric Glodé, le don de Dieu pour la musique de l'Ouest. Je te détesterai jamais. Jamais, jamais, au grand jamais. Mobile Production, Abia Dia Oboa, Amounia Grand, moi et toi Pierre. Pierre Momoye, Moye, Pierre Momoye, à toi Pierre Dia Vele, Pierre Momoye, ah Pierre Wele, Ndato Pierre se prononcer, à toi Pierre Dia Vele, à Bossiao, Moye, Pierre Momoye, Mosa Bossa Ikoen, Momoye, Pierre Jimo Vele, Mandoye Mo, ah Pierre Jimo Vele, Mandoye Mo, Pierre Wele, ah, Piero Momoye, Piero Moye, Piero Moye, Piero Diavereba, La Paja Diavere, Sono Juniemble, Mobli Amado, let's apple, Giamone Chipayone, Mawaja Chipayone, Gia, Plebonena Kanyopo. Siagutiena, de Kanywe, Kanyon de Koga, se Pradea, Piero Momoye, Moye, Piero Momoye, Moye, Piero Momoye, Mogiarwa, Oyawesa, Moye, Jiblo, Pijon Boba, Yeruno, Maboye, Piero, Piero, Piero Momoye, Mobile Production. Pierre Mobile Production. Assez au clan. Yahweh a quel homme au côté. Pierre Momoye, Pierre Momoye, Pierre Momoye, Ericona, Pierre Moye, Pierre Moye, ah Charlie Cona, Pierre Moye, ah to Pierre Moye. Ah, yeah, Piero, ah, Piero, Piero, Erico Jato Piero, Marebo Mujato Piero, Erico Jato Piero, Miamo Daka, Jojalico, and you will pass. Opa, Yede, Yanni, Blake Bracket, Giao, another bro, Ajabe Hatia. Qui a boudi on a homo ne ka double souvent somos sobre so daño pasable a señor na yeta esa ye dibo sanere e to piero jawe ke to piero point so weke to piero iwa mo pa kaya no e ka sene la taya mo la osiane to piero ki agba ere papa ko piero a to piero moye Ah, c'est Maman Sableye Angela Gwene et Bobo Pablo Brille Angela Gwene Nama Bobo Pablo Brille Angela Gwene Angela Dieu Macha Pake Yo Taria Dieu Moye Angela Moye Ah oh Mama Bo Kembla Tia Mama Kembla de Weye Wu Ah je sais ma Jackie Je Mama je sais Tania Kido Handa Nicolas Mebo Tia Mada Nicolas Gredu Taniaji Nicolas Breto Yamo Ojuachie Nai Bode Weye When I'm flashing, I get Moye, Piero Moye, 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 Piero Moye, Moye, Ale, Moye, Moye.
Le climat est pas mon dit, on va pas où est loin. Le colon est si à bober, mais nous n'y voulons pas. Filo le kira, pour être pas son compte à mon père. Je vais chabler la sauce. Connais Joja, connais comme un way. Le connais Joja, sien, connais comme un way. Elle ne sait pas la trouver sous la nous n'y voulons pas. Pas où n'y va son mon nom sous ta mon père. Oni wa so e mono so la mu fe o klo ani ablie sogo abaira onu pedu se anu e na chawe se anu e bo bia we na gbere klalo e se dre yo kon wo na mo ba ko we de mo wa ko isi aboble la tu wa so anu ni we la ibo mo so wa che no ko di fo awe mo na da fi o so we ye ta mo bien do mo igbe o do wa jeje o mama ko ne ko na we anu se boble la tu wa so anu ni we la Ojo si awe pa yan kan wa nu trouble de. Jamuri pote wa o lo yan. Tutu pote wa o. Onu lo yan duwe. Gbogbo we de mo o. Kona se bole la tu o so we nu ni wele. Wela nyoma ko ma si mu e ma ko ri ma ju so la le ma yan we. Mo je de la yan ba o. Mo so yan yo. Mo je dia ma yan ba e. Na mo wa uru o. Che ada nyongba na mo so na yo la juru awa o ya luigi pote wa o la nyoma jago mu luigi pote wa o atati pote wa o ala nyoma pa we de mo ana te gbore la tu wa so we nu ni were nígbà so en so go ta mu fe o to di ke fe ma de so wi gbe lo Bébé Carré, laissez à ce que tu sois le bandit.
The Fino. I said, Idawema, Ebirodi, Yala, Stéphanie, Sèvres de Côte d'Ivoire, Mouawea. Mon bon corps, on a été pour la tour, on n'y voit. La division est loyale sous ta mon père. Yamon le pote à eau, Péri du pote à eau. Libre ya bouille sogo, il va indi. Pourquoi ouais de moi, comment est Namuo? Pourquoi ouais de moi, Salou, comment est Namuo? Il y a l'oignon du web back à Nigeria. Il y a un boy à mon Nigeria. We are comment Namu, pourquoi ouais de moi, sous comment est Namuo?
Je rappelle que non José que Wanou le Yandai. Je suis et Chablo, des Fino de Kela. Les mettants un peu d'ail. Mon doudou est mon popo yabi. Des rosettes nées. Pourquoi vous êtes moi, bien, il est moi. Pourquoi vous êtes moi, bien, il est moi. Maman t'es Rosélie. Maman t'es là qui on ne sait pas où est non. I don't think you on the power. Oh, I don't yes, I'm a bear. Like no Julien, you don't know the on the power. You might get them with bamboo. Don't do good, never we are here. Don't do good, never we go. Massino de Massino. Yes, I'm a bear. On the power. Angel Founé Bleka Anou Bagba Didier Guillaume Nabo Boya Bingoba Inana Colette Ah na Weanyo Mate Hélène Tade Joséphine Sia na Weanyo Ole ole Aole o Yamo Abiga Mwe Mwe Ah Maman Taylor Petit Juzo Nabe Kwa Mwe Ya Kwiwa Nae Ola Kouze Bobe Bedanie Me bonine Rekla Te Mou Paye o Ça va de faire un moi. Ok petit Jusuke Chabloke Te Oji Oba Pour les gens Tama Abli Mwe Ban Wewo Anou Sengo Weman Gio Ne Se Kwa Wenyo Ah Julie Théa on te dit oh mon enfant Papa Morel Foya Ibedio Tony Nathalie Guillaume Mon Pascal je bien d'accord Isabelle Yoba Ike Michel Agbewe Clément Nathalie Guillaume mon enfant Kéru Deborah Gwe Sian Thérèse
Good evening, folks. Sam Cinto, LIBERIA Pub Radio. We're going to be doing it again tonight. We want to thank all of you for watching. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful show. Very shortly here, we will be contacting Mr. So, who is in Liberia. He's going to be giving us an update of what's happening in Liberia as well. So I'm not going to waste time with safety tonight because Mr. So has to go to bed. You know, it's late over there in Liberia. So I'm going to contact Mr. So immediately. So just stay with us, join us, and let's have fun. And then after Mr. So leave, then I'll go through my original show that I have, the way that I go on air. But anyway, for now, we have Mr. So, who's going to be joining us right now. So let me see if I can contact Mr. So, so he will be with us. So this is something that I. So what's going on here? I don't care. Okay, but anyway, this is something that I'm going to be setting up here. So just bear with me, folks. Sam Cinto, LIBERIA Pub Radio. Okay, we're going to do our best here. Okay, Mr. So is going to be on the air. So let's give him a call and see if we can get to him here as soon as possible. Let's see. So in the meantime, while I'm trying to bring Mr. So on, let's go ahead and have some more music while we're calling Mr. So. As soon as we make contact with Mr. So, we'll cut the music and start the show. This is Samson to LIBERIA Radio. Let's listen to the music as well. Join me.
Shablo yata, the Saba boy, Saba yoga. Le club ba mondi, on va pas où elle loin. Le bocon non est à Bobé, la nous n'y va la filo le kira pour pas son compte à mon père. Je que Shablo la so. Bonne joja, bonne comme naïwe, y a tout moi si alwa. Le bocon ne joja sien, bonne comme naïwe. Elle se voler la trouva sous la nous n'y va la. Oni gba sun emono so ta mu be o wa de wa ara luki oni gba sun emono so ta mu be o klo ani abi esogo abaira onu pedu se aluwe na chawe se aluwe bo bi ewe na lebere klalu e se dre yo konwo na mo ba ko we de mo wa ko isi abole la tu wo sun anu ni we la ibo mo so wa ke no ko di fo awe mo na da fi o son we ye kamo bien do mo igbe o to wa jojo mama come ne come my way I know say go le la tu was.
Good evening, Mr. So. Folks, this is Samson to LIBERIA Radio. I have with me Mr. So, who is going to be giving us an update from LIBERIA here. Mr. So, good evening to you. Can you hear me, please?
All right, and clear. How are you, Mr. Samson Bronto, and how the folks out there doing?
Oh, fine. Are you sure you're in Monrovia or you somewhere in Providence, Rhode Island?
Come on, Samson, no, seriously. So I'm very, very much struggling. Innocent Liberian away tonight on the Rabbit Highway. The junction to know what I'm about. Liberians in the dash. Exactly what I'm.
But Mr. So, you're breaking up from time to so. Is it possible for you to just move around? Maybe your location will help us out a little bit.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see here.
Yes. Folks, that's Mr. Francis Soul reporting from live from Monrovia this evening, and which we appreciate. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Soul.
Like I said, I'm a bit outside now. A little bit, I'm troubled. Years of innocent Liberians, life was with this. Protocol. So, like 45 minutes ago, when LTR then just coincidence arise. Same when we were trying to make our way home. So a huge car at the junctions, Roberts Hill Highway. We got there, we saw the car, we stopped over, identified ourselves, who we are. We realized a young man around the chair, presumably 6, was killed. I just even, we talked to around the identity of the deceased is yet to be established, but I'm telling you, according to sources that are around there, the vehicle that was involved allegedly like a pit could not explain the identity of that vehicle. The area was dark. There is no license plate identified. Something I'm telling you, there was a roadblock. I mean, it was. It is unknown whether the gentleman or the man that was involved is whether he's ready to be committed, because we could not get hold of the identity. And the sad thing was, and I asked the folks in the community, nobody could even provide me the local station number to how to drive with the van. The president with the possibility of death, everything a little bit flatly. So the issue of the I identified myself with the forces there, and I was they cannot remove men, but strictly presidential guard. So what they told me was to go back to a nearby police station. They directed me on the same highway. Snow lives around our same area. Just to go there to like police what was happening. gracious, and the family have much. Because what I saw, their attention was kind of the buildings, the communities that they were of the entire, because the place was dark, and so they were threatening to even smash part of vehicles, and because some of them were still running with speed, and that's what they contributed to that death. That people just overtake, and as you know, the Roberts Field Highway road is very, very narrow, dark. But this is the situation tonight. Innocent Liberians, presumably in the age around 50, yet do not know, but I need to follow up with the authority to know exactly to take the distance.
I see. Wow. Well, very sad to hear that. This is a sad news coming from home. I'm sure, hopefully tomorrow you will get the whole detail, and then perhaps if we contact you again, maybe you'll be able to give us some rundown on that. I also understand that while you're there, within the last few days, you've been walking around, talking to folks. What can you tell us about that?
Honestly, it's heartbreaking, Mr. Paul. It's heartbreaking to see what is happening. But today, I know the only thing government officials have granted us in an exclusive with the district of the Republic of Liberia, Minister Dioka Wilson himself is the ministry. Plenty of discussions. Inside edition upon return will really bring you to just tell you, I visited the Moroto City Corporation. I decided to be strategic in places that I'm going to be visiting, which I have done. So I had a 20-minute discussions with the city of the City Corporation of Monrovia, Mayor Jefferson Koji, and they told us that, we're going to call you so we can have an exclusive. I made a follow-up. Day before yesterday. Yesterday, I made a response. I visited the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, making the president to the minister to receive a call. So visit the Ministry of Justice. I met the Chief of Staff of the Minister of Justice. The Minister Council Bain was in office, but he was busy. And the Father was there. They agreed that they're going to call us, and we're waiting to see whether that call will come, because as you know, the of the 6 interested in questions, I will end with release. It's currently with the authority when will it be released and how far they are gone. Something to I was at the coalition for the CDC headquarters today. That with by Chairman Malu, also to say with him, was having today a briefing at to be. And we were privileged to be breathing. I had an opportunity to ask questions, but I'm telling you, there was a lot of reaction from other civilians and the tripartite. That footage will be division LPR. But after a lengthy discussion with the chairman, however, I thought I ran behind him to get a word from him to meet me tomorrow. So, again, we try to give a fair shot. Visited the Alternative National Congress. Our understanding, the Zanakoni is currently out of the country. We play an event tomorrow at here, right? So, invited. We hope to be there. During the regular event tomorrow, I have Senator Alfonso Gate, Senator Marsha Dennis, and other folks. I don't know how here for the media here's a little bit of help to get these folks to issues. But we'll never give up. We'll try. And we made it clear because this is a good opportunity to unveil themselves to give them the opportunity to guide of the story, to visit the various background of insect.
I see. I also understand. I'm not too sure whether you're quite ready to divulge the information about your Sunday program. What was the stuff on Sunday that perhaps you think you want to let us know and let the audience know? Where were you and how? What exactly you want to talk about Sunday?
Sure, I'm going to be on Sunday, but interestingly, a little bit. Last Sunday, I visited the which chapter to be the president's. We were received. We identified. We were received. Had an exclusive. I visited the Ministry of Live Scripting. Overseer the Reverend England, who happens to be the spiritual advisor follower, and there was an exclusive in the office. I believe on the 5th Foreign Affairs. She interviewed on camera. That details will also be immigrations were taken down by the Affairs Minister Nathaniel Mangi out of office. We met the office staff. I was making a there unfortunately died both. The deputy who happens to be Smith Tobina is the deputy press secretary out, and as a matter of fact, they were really out debating. Time I was getting text messages from their work that the president was visiting the agriculture ministry. The president was out of the building, and the minister was. And we to follow up, they did not give any numbers. I would administrate or the minister, they in turn were going to call us. So it's a sort of a hard ball game here. Hey, one of the psychometry debate, you're going to see the detailed video returns, and we had an exclusive link to some seditions and other members of the state that formed interest in some of the expressions that we had of the correlations. We will wait and see and how that. I'm hoping and hope that yes, like several that's another to see.
I see. Okay, we want to thank you. I know it's kind of late over there now, so we don't want to keep you that long. Is there anything else that perhaps you feel to talk about and that we were not able to touch on before we take leave of you?
Well, we are doing everything possible. We hope, like some of these people, we hope people will emulate the example of Minister Zioka Wilson, who kept to his and was the corporations will use the Ministry of Justice, the information that we hope to be speaking makers of information. So just to get a sense of what is happening, and that is to have a general conversation so that we can find solutions to the numerous problems that facing that are faced. Hopefully that we can come to a result. And that was said as the diaspora community know or think there should be a opportunity inside. Hope make use of it.
Are you still with me, Mr. So? I think we must have. Are you still here?
You got me.
Yes, go ahead.
What I was saying, I said we are just hoping these government officials that we are visited and the honors our request to sit down in an exclusive, that they will also use of the opportunity so as to get the outside of the story, the things that are going on in what their own, and that will set a very good tone for the diaspora community and the rest of the world. And so we are counting that we hope that we emulate a good example of Mr. Zioka Wilson.
I see. Okay, Mr. So, we want to thank you very much for the time. We appreciate it. I know you're very busy. We just try to put fun to some of the stuff we do here. But I know you're very busy. I know what you're there for, and I'm very grateful for your service going over to represent the family. We're all family members. Every one of us happy and glad that you did that on behalf of all of us, and we want to thank you very much. We pray that hopefully very shortly you will be joining us back here again in the States. But again, we want to thank you very much this evening for taking time your busy time to join us. I know it's kind of late over there, but hopefully we'll be able to get you one more time, maybe this coming Sunday before you leave, to come back on the side to get you back on air again with us. So thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it, sir.
Something. Have a
Thank you. Bye-bye. Folks, that was Mr. Alfonso Zionso, who is on air and was giving us some wonderful, wonderful information here this evening. I want to thank all of you for joining us again. We say thank you very much. Mr. So, we will do what we can to get him on. Now, let's go the way we usually start our program. So, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. This kid is, well, never mind. By the way, let's go ahead and get on with the program as usual. This is Samson to LIBERIA Public Radio. I want to welcome all of you that have been listening, and let's have fun together this evening. Tonight's program is not going to be a very long one. However, we will be going straight into the program itself to be able to discuss some stuff that is happening in back home and what have you. As you know, Dr. Weah recently has a State of the Nation address, and we will be going into the last time when I came up here. I show that particular show was just to show how proud I was as being a Liberian to have my own brothers and sisters to demonstrate such a civil behavior among themselves, and I thought that was wonderful. So we will now go back into that again, and let's see how far we're gonna go with that. This is a little bit difficult show tonight because I'm a little bit have the schedule all mixed up, so I'm not going to follow all of my regular programming technique. So I'll just go straight to the program and have Dr. Weah to talk to her. The first video you're going to see, though, the first video you're going to see is a video of Dr. Weah coming on to give us the State of the Address, and he's going to start from there. So let's hear Dr. Weah as he prepare himself to give us. Now, this is the second segment. I'm going to go into series. I'm not going to come and play the whole 2 hours of stuff. I like to go through and try to analyze and try to bring up some things that I believe are important. The first one, folks, Samson to LIBERIA Public Radio. The very first one is, let's see how they welcome Dr. Weah into the Capitol building. Okay, let's see how that happened. Okay, all right. Let's see. They're gonna welcome Dr. Weah. This is where I stopped the other day, so I'm gonna pick up from there, and then we'll go on with the other stuff.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the Republic of Liberia. Mr. Speaker, 6 days ago, through the grace of the Almighty God, the Coalition for Democratic Change, the CDC, was blessed to celebrate our first anniversary as an Cuban political party. On that day, we gave God the glory and also gave him the thanks and praise for his guidance, the goodness, and his mercy, without which we would not been here today and would not have had the cause to rejoice. And as we gather here in fulfillment of my constitutional mandate to deliver my annual message, may I ask you to rise for a moment of silence for the souls of all the faithful departed who are no longer within our midst, but who made the transition from earthly labor to eternal rest during the year under review. 6 days ago, through the grace of the Almighty God.
There you have it, folks. Dr. Weir is telling us that the sedition, the CDC-led government, through his leadership, is getting ready to tell us some good stuff that are wonderful. And so, yeah, we have it. So he's going to tell us about this whole program, what CDC have done for us within 1 year or so. So basically, he's saying 6 days ago, with the blessing of God, we were able to celebrate our 1 year in office. So he's going to go ahead and tell us more. But like I said, I've listened to the speech. I've watched the video. In fact, that's how kind of I was able to dissect it and try to take some point that I thought was good. But I wasn't impressed. Not that Dr. Weir was unable to deliver a forceful speech, no. But my not being impressed comes about the fact that he was not able to connect. I thought the connecting point from his speech to the audience was missing, my belief. So let's go now where Dr. Weir would tell us once again. Okay, this particular video that's coming up is where he would tell us, okay, for example, what are some of the things he think they have done, okay, after CDC 1 year in office. What are some of the things they're gonna do? And he will come and say, our job is to make sure we protect the human rights. And I think these are some of the things those are some things that he's trying to make, that they protected the human rights, okay? And how did he do it? Let's listen to that. Samson told LIBERIA Public Radio. Let's listen to Dr. Weir as he goes on to tell us how did they do the human right protection according to them. Okay. It's an interesting situation back home, because it's the fact that I believe that Dr. Weir was not fully able to connect to the audience, it just took me out of it. And as you can,
Madam Vice President, Mr. Speaker, honorable temporary, honorable members of the 54th legislature, as we begin the second sections of the 54th legislature, let me remind you that a little over a year ago, during my inauguration, I took an oath before you and before the Almighty God to uphold our Constitution and to preside over this government and this country to the best of my ability. This includes, among others, ensuring freedom of speech, and by extension, freedom of the press, freedom of assembly, revitalizing our economy, rebuilding our infrastructure, providing protection for our people, and ensuring respect for the rule of law. Madam Vice President, Mr. Speaker, Honorable Temporary, honorable members of the 54th legislature, as we begin the second sections of the...
There you have it. He's telling us this particular segment, where he explaining that their responsibility was to make sure to protect freedom, press freedom, which he's saying they have done. Okay. And for me, I thought the 1 year speech would have given us more than just telling us that you've been protecting the press. Okay. Simply for me, with that statement, especially if some of the things that we've been reading about the relationship between the administration and the press, for me, that's just to say you shouldn't blame us. We're doing our best to protect the press. Nobody, that's not something that I will even mention. And the fact that you continue to protect human rights, we respect that and we appreciate it. But I thought perhaps that you, the president, in 1 year, and all of these wrangling about building houses, about trying to get loan, not being successful. I thought those were things that I thought the speech writers should have been able to lay these out and let Liberians know why some of these problems, the money issue. Of course, he mentioned the money issue. We'll talk about it not on this show, another show. But I don't. He didn't go into big detail. He just said the investigation is going to be finished very soon. I think at the end of this month, something like that. But besides that, I thought Dr. Weabla taking that opportunity to actually express to the Liberian people what exactly they're doing by mentioning, going into detail about this how do you call it, their development stuff. They plan to develop what I call blueprint. Like I said, I'm not too much into this speech, so I'm not connected tonight, to be honest with you. And that's why I'm stumbling all over here. You know me. If I'm connected, you know I'll be all over this place here. You can't contain me. But I'm not connected because I'm not too into this kinds of speech. Because I believe this was the opportunity for Dr. Weah to actually give us more than what he gave. However, I still appreciate the fact that he's there leading us. The fact that this is not what I thought would happen, that doesn't negate the idea of the struggle between him and the people, the struggle for himself to come on stage and make these kinds of pronouncements. These are all difficult things to do. So I take my hat off to him. But as a commentator on my own show, I have to be factual. I have to be truthful. I'm not too into it because I'm not impressed. I mean, I'm just giving it to you as it is. So please forgive me if you think I'm being too rough here. But anyway, let me go on to the next one. This one, he's also just like Madam Salih. He also trying to trumpet the fact that he's protecting the peace. And that will be my last video for the evening, folks, because like I said, I'm not connected and I'm not too much into it tonight, so I don't need to waste your time sitting here rumbling and things are not coming out the way I want it to be. These kinds of show, you have to be connected. It has to come from inside, and people will feel it. If you're not flowing, people will know. But it has to, tonight, this particular stuff I'm talking about didn't come. It's not coming from me tonight the way I like for it to be. But I'll do my best. Let's listen to this last one here. This one, he's trying to tell us he's protecting the peace. I'm not too sure how, by what mean. Let's listen.
On this auspicious occasion, I must be honest to admit that during the year 2018, our democracy, society, and economy were tested, but our leadership rose above these challenges. We stabilized our economy, protect the fundamental rights of our citizens, and preserve our peace. On this auspicious occasion, I must be honest to admit that during the year 2018, our democracy, society, and economy were tested, but our leadership rose above these challenges. We stabilize our economy, protect the fundamental rights of our citizens, and preserve our peace.
Folks, I don't mean to waste your time tonight, so please forgive me. I will call it quit for the night, and I want to thank all of you. I want to first of all thank Mr. So for giving us a wonderful. Because we were having some difficulty trying to connect. It's network issues, and I'm sure all Liberians, one way or the other, have experienced network issue in the past. So we want to ask all of you to stay with us. We'll be back here again Friday. Hopefully by then we will try to find some sort of stuff that will stimulate our soul and bring us up to what it's supposed to be. This is Samson to LIBERIA Pub Radio. I want to thank all of you again tonight for tuning in. It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. But you know me, I don't pull punches. I tell you as it is. If I can't make it, I tell you not. And again, for those of you that were watching me on the day before yesterday when I was fixing my wife parking gear, the shifting gear. I pulled it out and I find out there's a little pin that came out. I put a pin back in and it's working now. She's driving. Everything is okay. I thank all of you that was watching and making comments with my son who was videotaping as well. We want to thank all of you. I will bring you another one this coming Saturday. This one spot. It's not even going to be here. I'm going to my brother's place to fix his car. He had called me today to come and fix his car. So it's going to be interesting. This one I'm going to be taking out the lever arm of from the car, and I'm going to put in a new one. And I'm going to be underneath the car a lot. I'm taking my son also so he can videotape me, so you can see what I can do with these car business. I'm serious about it, but I'm not a mechanic. I keep telling you that because the difference between me and the mechanic knows the need of all these parts. I don't. Mechanic have tools, specific tool. He can just reach in and pick it. I don't. I have to fish for my tools. Sometimes I don't know which one is. I have to try knob here and there, but I get the job done anyway and save some money. So let me go back to Benin. Benin, we're gonna close it again tonight with Benin. The reason why I'm keep closing my show with Benin because Benin right now in West Africa is one of the most democratic nation in the West African among the West African nation. So let's go to Benin and let's see. This is back in the 70s, by the way. But I just love this music. Let's listen in. And I'll say good night to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. We say thank you and good night, folks.